novaflex.se. There's a lot of other stuff here, and then does Dolly Parton without a wig. And it redirects us to this. Literally pictures and headlines, like Dolly Parton reveals her real hair, why she wears wigs. Hold on, I almost had a stroke reading that. Well, guys, Novaflex is back. So let me tell you a little story. One day, I'm looking for a little GIF to use in one of my videos. All I wanted was a little animation of a stamp going like that. Like that. So naturally, you go to Google, you search approved stamp GIF. And then you find one you like. But wait, why does it say it's from novaflex.se? Also, this one does too. And also, this one does too. Oh, and also this one. Now, at this point, if you're a normal person, you actually don't care. But if you're me, you just did a video where you saw novaflex.se. So now you're thinking, what's going on here? And what's truly going on here might surprise you. The answer is I don't know. It's also going to surprise me, and we're going to try to find out. My initial Google search that got me there was approved stamp GIF, and I even saved the page, but it no longer loads. So the exact GIF that I first found this with must not exist anymore, but just to see if this phenomenon was still happening, I just threw a little Novaflex into the end of my Google search, and sure enough, that's how I found several results. Now, I cut out most of it for my last video, but I did spend some time before investigating this website, and it was confusing, but it didn't look outright suspicious. Overall, it looks like a really well-designed site. It's pretty sleek. I mean, you've even got hem, cock, cockslucker, and cock's inspiration. I think it's
Shirk,
and
shirk
means kitchen, maybe? Yeah, okay, so cocksluckers are just kitchen doors. It looks like an interior design, Novaflex Interiors AB. That looks like a legit company name. They have an email address listed, they have a real life address listed, and yes, I checked out, they have a Facebook, and they have these really nice looking pictures. Basically, nothing about this looks suspicious. I think this is a legit business. I mean, here's our Instagram. They've got a video of presumably an employee spray painting a shelf or something. So why in the world does their website host random GIFs of approved stamp? And let's not forget that stamp GIFs are not the only thing housed on this website. Again, I only know about this website because it was the one that redirected me to the Dolly Parton wig store from my other episode. So my natural instinct now is just to do a Google search for Novaflex. Oh, we've got a different Novaflex. And we've also got Novaflex Industrial Technology. And we've also got Novaflex Metal Roof Sealant. Right. Don't worry, I have another idea. On Google, you can search results from a specific site. Oh, yeah. I'm just on images right now, but I'm already seeing so many things that I want to comment on. Let's start here. Prison wedding dress sale online. Mushroom wedding dress, and then we just jump straight into sexual health clinic Derby connection sale. I'm noticing almost everything has sale in it. Whoa, Dr. Mehmet Oz erectile dysfunction sale? So this is really bringing me back to the whole Dolly Parton wig store where they just kind of pulled random things and then added shop to it or sale to it. They were just random pictures at some points. They were like the titles of articles, but they were presenting them as if they were items to purchase. Because we've also got photos with Santa, pet supplies plus December 7th sale online. What does any of that mean? It feels like those are three different sentences that were sort of like left off and then somebody picked it up. In the related results here, we've got more from Novaflex. Pet photos with Santa, pet supplies with Santa, pet supplies plus Santa photos with Santa, Austin December 14th online. Psilocybin erectile dysfunction on sale. I mean, if you wanted to buy erectile dysfunction, now's the time at novaflex.se. For the record, psilocybin is a psychedelic compound produced by more than 200 species of mushrooms. This is a picture from a research article apparently about the impact of taking shrooms on erectile dysfunction on novaflex.se. I mean, dietary antioxidants improve arteriogenic erectile dysfunction. Why is everything erectile? Okay, so this is actually just a picture of cat poop. Just like a slimy, gross picture of cat poop. That's what I'm looking at right now. What? Reddit raw cat food sale. So needless to say, there was a bigger picture that I missed in my previous episode. It turns out that weekonline.store or whatever it was just a subset, perhaps just a symptom of Novaflex's disease. I don't even know at this point. Wait a minute. I'm noticing like a strange thread through these, right? Because we had the one about the effect of shrooms, like psychedelic mushrooms, and then we had the one wedding dress that was said mushroom wedding dress, and now here's another that says mushroom wedding dress, right? But it is actually just a picture of a mushroom. That's just a mushroom, believe it or not. What, this is new. Okay, this one's a little new. Lectern with wireless microphone top sellers. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm seeing like again, research paper type, like access to reproductive health care for low-income women in 5 communities. Deals! Like, what do you mean? Am I getting a 50% off sale? Anyways. Oh no. We may have just crossed back over the Novaflex wig store. Wait, but can I actually just look up anything? Like, what if I look up, Okay, I'm not sure why, like, my first instinct was ball sack. I wanted to test the limits of, like, how far reaching is this, right? Yep. Full circle it is. Dolly Parton wig quote, flash sale. So now I'm starting to think that the weekonline.store, we know that it was connected to Novaflex because Novaflex redirected to it. But now it also seems like Novaflex is the host of all this content that was actually being displayed on that storefront. I mean, I can look up hot dog and I'll probably get results. This is like a picture of somebody holding a half-eaten hot dog that they got off Instagram or something. So I'll give you my latest theory. Throughout the course of making that previous video, the Dolly Parton wig store, the name of the site actually changed about 12 times. Weekonline.shop, weekonline.store, weeklydeal.store. And of course, if the domain keeps changing, then the Google searches are way too volatile. To put it simply, you're not going to be able to effectively take advantage of Google's search results if the domain name is changing every 2 days. But what never changes? Novaflex.se. So as long as it shows up in the Google search results, it can redirect you to the right store. And of course, the storefront keeps changing because that makes it harder to target and take down. And again, why does Novaflex have all these random pictures and names of items? Well, that's how you show up in Google search results. Now, I suppose the good news is that it looks like none of these redirects are working anymore. That is, if the intention is I click on novaflex.se and it takes me to something like the weeklyonline.store, that's not happening. None of these links are doing anything other than just redirecting me to the novaflex.se homepage. Also, I am noticing that these images themselves aren't even hosted on novaflex.se. So if I open this image in a new tab, you can actually see that it's from Etsy, for example, meaning Novaflex is quite literally scraping the web for any images they can find, taking some relevant text on the page, like a title of a product, and then creating some kind of page on their site with that metadata just so that it shows up in Google search results. This is the Dyson headphones. This is like an April Fool's joke, right? Oh, it's not an April Fool's joke. What's the toy in the adult Happy Meal factory sale? Factory sale on a question. You're asking a question. And by the way, this is what the results look like if you're not on the images tab. And here's how you can tell that they're really gaming the search engine. Bubblegum e-cigarette top sellers, and it's got like 58% discount, and it's got ratings. It's got a 5-star rating, 3.9 thousand reviews. All of that's fake. Fabricated data to make it look like some kind of site that's selling something that has good reviews. Best bikini photo shoot online, 26 bikini photo shoot. Dang it, cocksucker! Now, what this doesn't answer is, does Novaflex.se know that this is happening? Could there be somebody on the inside that's taking advantage of them? Or do they know exactly what they're doing, selling it out to some group who's using it as a front for their scams? I guess the only thing left for me to do would be to, contact them. I just don't feel satisfied leaving it here, so you better believe I'm gonna dig deeper, and you better believe that you better subscribe if you want to see me dig deeper. Thanks for sticking with me on this very strange journey, and hopefully I'll see you in part 3.